The Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg Show.
Tory Lanez is suing the California Department of Corrections for $100 million after being stabbed 16 times in prison. So, I mean, he claims that there was a neglect in supervision, intentional infliction of emotional distress, violation of privacy. So let's see how this goes. But, I looked this up and because I was like, am I wrong? I remember when his team and him wanted to move from protective custody to just Gen Pop. So I wonder if that's going to work against him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if, I don't know how this works. But
you know me.
Getting stabbed in prison, I don't know if when you go to prison, I don't know if you're supposed to be able to get stabbed up, even though it happens. It's not like, oh, yeah, that's just. So I don't know how this plays out. Where's the world at with Tory Lanez? He just put an album out a few weeks ago.
Still very mixed. I think people have mixed feelings. His hardcore fans are excited and other people are just anti him.
Back to the picking sides thing. His people became like this hive of, it's like everything is divisive politics. So,
well, that's not just a battle though. That was like
but it's totally not the same as a battle. But it is still indicative of this obsessive fan culture. Yeah, like I'm obsessed with him now, and I'm with him, and he has to be right. Oh, you like Megan? You're wrong. It became that.
Yeah.
Is there a world of forgiveness for Tory Lanez, Laura Stiles?
I don't know.
I don't even understand what the story is still. So,
well, he went to jail for the gun. And
I won't forgive him for how long I've been talking about this.
Well, and
I can't forgive you for how many stories Laura's done over the last 5 years. I can't forgive you.
Well,
Too many mornings.
He maintains he didn't do it, but he never took the stand. But he ended up doing the time, I think, for the endangerment and the pistol and whatever that stuff was. And
remember, California is the one who pressed charges. The state of California or the city of Los Angeles. I don't know which one, but it wasn't Megan. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sure. Do I think that there's a chance Tory could be forgiven? Sure. I think
it's up to how he manages
it, how much people understand what the truth is, that the truth is corroborated, that there's still a showing of accountability. He clearly did something. Something not good happened, correct?
Yeah.
Based on what we know, yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I think there's a world, sure.
I maintain, and I've talked to him on text, before the incident and after, where I told him he was mismanaging the situation.
No, we remember that. Yeah.
I was like, I can't support you just acting like this is something to play with and put out an album where you're expressing your love and jumping out on stage and like hounding her at festivals and
chopping up horse legs.
I can't. What is this? What is happening? Somebody was hurt. If you didn't do it, but you were there, you would still be like, yo, that is a terrible incident. I didn't have anything to do with that. That is a terrible incident, and I'm in full support of Megan, and y'all stop like, say something to your fan base, this rabid fan base that's like antagonizing her.
Yeah.
Make it stop. For you academics, I appreciate the promo. And for Drake, listen, man, come with this album. Let's hear it. People are very excited. You're one of the biggest artists in the game. You lost the battle. It's not a big deal. It's over. On to the next.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm curious to see what he comes with. And what I always said this, after the battle, all he needs to do is come back with a banger.
Everybody said that. And he did, by the way.
Yeah.
Nokia, Sexy Songs for You had a couple of joints on it. I think it was good. And academics really tapped into it right there. The level of sickness that I was referring to. Where there are these what are you standing on exactly, academics? When you say flip-flopping, we're just fans of music, bro. We're fans of the culture. We're fans of hip-hop. What exactly are you standing on or standing for when you say you're on Drake's side, if there's a side to pick? What is that? What is the side? No, but I'm saying, what is it? What's the platform? What do you guys stand for? What is the thing?
Everybody took a side, though.
No, because it was a battle.
Right.
And it was a competition.
Right.
So in a competition,
yeah,
that's what happens. People will go, oh, this guy's winning.
Yes.
Look, in that competition with Drake and Kendrick, Drake was up until Kendrick started unleashing. Nobody, Drake, and people were sitting around when Push-Ups was out, and we want to relitigate the whole thing. We was like, yo, Kendrick. It wasn't until Drake made mistakes with the AI and antagonizing Kendrick. Oh, you in the hotel room dropping quintuple entendres and, you know, staring at my picture on the wall, whatever the little ad-libs were. It wasn't until then that everybody's like, okay, if that's what you want to do. And then Kendrick started unleashing, and we were watching it happen. So I ask of you, if you can articulate the side that there is in this thing of hip hop, what are the sides? I would love to learn.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he has hardcore fans who are like, no matter what, this is our guy.
Right. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That is why I talked about it being a sickness. Is because in hip hop, you love all of it.
Yeah, but
you could critique it all.
He's not the only one.
You can dislike. It's not about him per se, but he's the biggest. He's the biggest. What other fans in hip hop are only fans of that one particular artist that are real hip hop fans? I would love to learn.
Yeah, the hardcore fan culture is such an interesting thing where all these people just adapt the whole identity of that.
Those are, for me, and I'll be honest, those are pop music fans.
No, but
Give me a fan.
Nicki's fans?
Pop music fans. Those fans are pop music fans. Hip hop fans like a plethora of hip hop and are fans of whatever is dope.
This is some positive news. Cardi B's The Little Miss Drama Tour grossed over $70 million. So she was celebrating. It's the North American tour. She was like, man, I'm just so happy. What an accomplishment.
No,
I think we're all so proud of her. That's so dope.
Ebro, you gonna hit her up and get her on the show? I think we should have a Cardi B Little Miss Drama American
Why can't you hit her up?
celebration. I don't know Cardi like that.
You don't?
Never been in contact with Cardi. Only see her when she comes here. Love her.
Laura's in contact with the whole team right now.
Yeah, because they're going to do something special for the ELR Army. But because she's so popular, the things that I'm working on are going to take a little bit of time. So I'm thinking around June.
All right. I don't understand what you guys are talking
But
about.
we still need Cardi, okay?
Yeah, that doesn't have anything
Well, I
to
mean,
do
maybe
with-
that's a part of the deal. Is all I'm saying.
Yes. It makes sense.
She comes, in some way, shape, or form to kick off the promo.
Yeah.
But isn't she going out on an international leg of this tour?
I don't know.
Or was that?
I mean,
Is there international dates for Cardi B?
I haven't seen anything.
Because that closeout with Missy was
they're checking. I know.
fire.
That was so dope.
Man, I don't want to say who, but there are certain people who that tour must have made them sick, boy. Whew. Sitting home every night, watching the universal praise and celebration as every legend, every female legend in hip hop came out and celebrated her. Man.
Producer Griff said she's hitting Canada.
Okay.
30 tour days in Canada.
Okay.
30 in Canada.
30 in Canada.
30 in Canada, but we don't have like a Europe or view or anything like that for Cardi B.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, Canadian dates already happened, so I don't know. So she hasn't announced it yet, so let's see.
Well, but seriously, I just don't think anyone knew. No matter how big a fan you were of Cardi, you may have not known that she had that level of tour in her. You know what I mean? To perform on that level. We've never seen that. I've seen Cardi perform like a club performer before.
Sure.
Never knew she had what she had.
You saw her at Summer
And then
Jam.
at
though,
Summer
didn't you?
Jam.
Summer Jam wasn't like that.
No, Summer Jam, she had full choreo multiple
Yes.
times. Full choreo, 30-minute set, 40-minute set. I mean, I only know because I booked it. But it was like she was at rehearsal nights before.
I believe you.
You know what I mean? Like really willing to do the work. And then when you look at the amount of songs and hits.
But since then, think about how much more she's
But that's what I
added.
mean. So I guess in my brain, I was like, yeah, of course, But if you haven't been paying attention.
But no, not paying attention. You literally booked the show, and that was a single. Those are one-offs in New York. She just did the entire country every night, multiple nights in one city.
Are you saying the ability to do all the cities or the material to do the stage?
The material was never an issue.
Oh, okay,
Cardi's
okay,
had hits forever.
Got it.
I mean, to do that level of work to where you really have a fully formed tour that you're rocking every single night. I'm not saying I obviously was wrong, but I think my expectation would have been picturing her more like a rapper who can do club dates where they jump out and they're a fun performance, but you don't know how it translates to an arena tour like that. She was just impressive. I mean,
it was great.
Yeah.
not a ton of people can do that, period. Like, that's just...
No, that's what you're saying is a fact. But I guess,
You were close to it. I wasn't that close to it.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and she put a lot of her own money into that, like the actual set. She was like, this is going to be fantastic.
Well,
she was...
And that means of that
focused.
70 million, she got a lot of it. because if she put up the money and fronted the cost.
Well, I don't know if she fronted all the costs, right?
Well, I mean, but all of it comes out of a budget, right? So if she's not paying, if somebody else is paying for the set, if somebody else is, but you have more skin in the game, you get more of a percentage of, money that is grossed. Can we go a day without talking about Drake? That's the main request I get. Can't you guys go a day without talking about Drake?
You mean that's the main request you get from Drake fans? Or from Drake, fans are on, like internet weirdos.
I just said the main request I get. That's the most of the requests I get.
The answer is no, because especially now, we're entering ICEMAN season, baby.
How do we even do that? How do we even do it?
We got a date. We're all set. The ice has been broken. How do we do it?
The Iceman cometh. Drake Iceman update. So there was, for anybody out there that wasn't paying attention, there was a mound of ice placed in Toronto parking lot, so it seems. And all of the Drake fans gathered to try to break into the ice in some way, shape, or form.
Totally.
And then there was something in the ice.
Right.
Well, here's the winner. Do we have the stunt, the Iceman update number 10? Let's see this. Now, there were some university specialists that said the ice is going to take like 2 weeks to actually melt.
Okay.
But before it actually melted, we have number 15 here. This is the guy who actually figured out how to get into the ice and find out what was in the ice. He was a streamer, I think.
Yeah.
There he is. And now he's at Drake's house. This is him. Oh, this is what's in the ice. That was what was in the ice.
Man, May 15th. May 15th.
Wow.
There you have it.
Wow, you got the date.
That's what was in the ice.
Wow. The date is here. Is that what day of the week is May 15th?
I don't know.
Haven't looked.
So it is a Friday.
Okay.
The old Friday vibes. You
Well,
think
you
there'll be
have
a single before then, or he just drops the whole thing, you think, on that day?
I have no idea. I'm excited for all of it. But I just want to say we couldn't go a day without talking about Drake. Our president, our nation gets the
congratulations, you played yourself
again for allowing Israel to get us dragged into this situation and thinking we had a play here.
Bro, and just wait. All the mental gymnastics, all the way they're going to twist their words to try to justify this. Just wait.
Now, there'll be a lot of marketing rolled out, Laura. There's always a lot of marketing. There's always a lot of spinning, always a lot of marketing, always a lot of, like you said, verbal gymnastics.
I saw this clip today. Our friend, Def Not Ant.
Yes.
Follow him on Instagram and all his stuff. He's really great. And he was breaking down all these AI deepfakes that they're using to try to push the Republican Party in a great, in a great light. Watch this.
This is AI.
So I say.
So is this.
The left say Republicans aren't united.
So is this. This. You catch my drift. Leading up to the midterm elections, there have been hundreds, if not thousands, of fake AI accounts, and they're all saying the same thing.
The left say Republicans aren't united. That's funny. Because I get a Trump supporter from every state to comment.
And to the untrained eye, people are getting tricked into thinking these are real people. They're conventionally attractive, they're charismatic, they're being created at such a fast pace that they even seem reliable. And they speak directly into the camera, just like I'm doing right now. This is about scale. Experts call it flooding the zone. Instead of convincing you of one strong argument, they hit you with thousands of people saying the exact same thing. And they all look different enough that it seems like it's organic. So next time you're scrolling and you see someone speaking with passion, conviction, and clarity, ask yourself one question. Are they real?
Well done, Ant, at the end with the little, you know what I mean?
Wow. I mean, we knew stuff like this was going to happen, especially when they took over TikTok. So, and the average person, if you're not locked in, you'll believe it.
That's right.
They look so real.
Well, it usually tells me something ain't real When the people look too good. It ain't this many good-looking people out here. Yo, I've been alive too long. All these good-looking people, I ain't buying it. Or at least you got a filter on to have plastic surgery or something. Usually good-looking people is stupid because they've been good-looking their whole life. Your ass ain't that many smart, good-looking people.
All right, guys. So we haven't really touched on this story on the show. But singer David, real name David Anthony Burke, he's 21 years old, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Now, prosecutors allege that the murder was committed to protect his music career and to silence her for alleged sexual abuse of her.
And this was the guy, because I had never heard of this guy until the incident. So there's that part. This was the young girl. They found her body in his abandoned Tesla car.
That's correct.
You may remember this story.
I remember this.
I've never heard this person's music before, but there you have it.
Yeah. So, for a minute, at first they were like, he's not a suspect. Now he's a suspect, but we're here now. And then the family tried to do a press conference, but they just couldn't do it.
This story is so sick and it's so sickening and upsetting, bro.
Yeah. I mean, part of the charges are like the continuous sexual abuse of a child, unlawful mutilation of human remains, first-degree murder.
Think about what was going on in this kid's house that you could end up this way. This is crazy.
And also, like, she's 14, guys.
That's what I'm saying. The combination of all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
It's an awful story. So we'll continue to watch this as it plays out. But oof.
And then there's the conversation about, I'm a girl dad, so your daughters and who you allow your daughters to hang out with and what's going on in your own home that would make your daughter want to be with an individual that is outside her age bracket. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to manage.
Well, there's two things. That of which that's in some ways a tale old as time.
Yep.
Then there's the fact that this person, they gave no signs of being a complete sicko and weirdo.
Well, and then there's the, in what world would someone being abusive to your child and your child process that as normal behavior?
Yeah.
Right. That's what I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the piece where it's like, I've never given spankings. There's no world where I'm just yelling and seething and cursing in the house at anyone, right? And most of that is because it's wrong, and you don't want your kids seeing that because they then think that that's a normal household.
Of course.
And I also grew up in a household like that, so I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that what your children are watching you work through and manage and articulate and all of that stuff is important, because that's how they then process normalcy.
Yeah, correct.
Later on in their life. So if they see a lot of yelling and screaming in the house, or they see people who don't communicate well, and that's what love look, and you're like, yeah, but I love this person, or someone's being hit on, and then after that it's like, I love this person. Later on, that individual that absorbed that behavior is going to have to now discern for themselves, was that love? Is that what love's supposed to be?
Yeah.
We don't know who's real, who's fake.
Who's phony?
That's the type of shit I hate.
Yes, that is the type of shit that I hate. Yeah, because they're and for example, they're trying to say that like Hassan Piker is like the Joe Rogan of the left, and that's where all the left is. Bro, he is very left. He is not where everybody on the left is.
No. I've been asking a couple of friends of mine that are creators that are in politics.
Yeah.
I was like, so what do you think? They're like, They're like Hassan Piker.
Okay, what's the problem?
So everything that I've heard so far is his anti-black comments.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He has no regard for the black community, that he, I guess at some point in his streams, like, I don't care what black people care about, or I don't, I'm not quoting him, by the way. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
Yeah. So they have a big problem. They say he's rich, that the white liberals are pushing him, and that he's
but that's another thing.
and that but because the white liberals are pushing him, they are okay with him ignoring the needs of the black community, and that he has had anti-black statements. I
know very little. I'm trying to learn about Hassan Piker.
Me too.
I know very little. I think he is someone whose stuff is not super race based, It is super like policy against the rich for the poor based. Although then people are mad at him because he lives in a $2.8 million house, which that's the one piece I would say. Yo, this man has made a ton of money streaming. He's been streaming for 10 years or whatever. He's made a ton of money. He lives in a nice house. I don't. People want you to live in a crappy house, I guess, because you made a lot of money and you're for the poor. So they like to give it all away.
I guess what's in my brain is he is just like Joe Rogan. He's a talker. He's a podcaster. He's a streamer. He has no, like when people are like, they don't like that he's, what did you, the verbiage you use, they don't like that he has disregard for the black community. Is that what you said?
And their needs, yeah.
And their needs.
Yeah.
He can't meet the black community's needs.
But I think it was
he's a streamer.
Yeah, because he's been dismissive.
They felt that he was.
And by the way, I think that's a valid critique. He's not running for office.
Well, and also the thing. Sorry, go ahead, Laura.
But I think that the guys that I was talking to, they feel that he's setting himself up to run for some kind of office.
Guess what?
That would be.
I don't think he's going to win if he does. But
and also
just like Joe Rogan ain't winning if he does.
But also,
honestly,
think.
I don't know.
What, if Joe Rogan will win?
Yes.
Joe Rogan reached a lot of people, but he wouldn't win. But
Kanye West reached a lot of people.
Yeah, and he didn't win.
When it comes time
How'd he do, though? Kanye did pretty good in the election.
No, he didn't.
Oh. Real quick, though. There was a thought, and I understood this thought, of who's going to be the Joe Rogan on the left. And now I'm like, do we need a Joe Rogan on the left? Is that what is needed to really help things?
I don't know. It's so weird, man.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. And the reason I use the word weird is because it's like, can we talk about what the work is that needs to be done? Can that happen?
And for the record,
because just like the other day when I was annoyed by I like a politician that looks like I want to have a beer with him and a burger and we're talking about Hassan Piker. Like,
correct, but your whole thing about the I want to have a beer thing, that was the same feeling I had yesterday when you were like, everyone internationally loves Mom Donnie. It's the same thing. No, but they mostly love him because he's a guy they think seems cool.
But that's why I was saying it.
Oh, got it. I didn't take it as you putting it in the same.
No, I'm putting it in this like.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're so cool.
It's great. It's great. But there is the part where Mom Donnie's transparent about work. And even when we showed the clip the other day, he's like, look, I'm not talking about presidents.
No,
I'm talking about potholes.
It's two separate things. I really like Mom Donnie. I'm a Mom Donnie guy. And also a lot of people just like him because he seems cool.
Yes.
Both can be true. And
but I thought that was your point on saying, yes, he's great. That's because when you get both, where it's like, oh, this person is only talking about policy. Every time I see them, they are focused on their message, their policy, and what they're trying to get done for the job they have. The noise around them is all this other, he's cool, he's good looking, I like his beard.
But that's why he crushed Scott Stringer. Wasn't Stringer the one we liked? Or was it Lander? Which one do we like more? Stringer?
I think we both were like, they're both good, could be good at the job.
I think Stringer, we thought we really liked his policy, but he didn't have any of the charm to go with it.
Yeah.
So he didn't have a chance.
Right. Awesome social media team.
Well, but also like that's why people, I think, to some regard, loved Obama. Are you guys falling for the Tucker Carlson 180 here?
Laura is. She's in. She loves Tucker.
What?
I'm just kidding. No, but I'm watching it. I'm seeing it's big out here. He's going to run for president.
Tucker Carlson. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You and I and everyone else who supported him, you wrote speeches for him, I campaigned for him. I mean, we're implicated in this for sure.
Yes.
It's not enough to say, well, I changed my mind, or like, oh, this is bad, I'm out. It's like in very small ways, but in real ways, you and me and millions of people like us are the reason this is happening right now.
Yes.
So I do think it's like a moment to wrestle with our own consciences. We'll be tormented by it for a long time. I will be. And I want to say I'm sorry for misleading people. It was not intentional. That's all I'll say.
It was intentional. You're a liar, sir.
Yeah, bro.
You are a liar, sir.
I am so sick of people sending me clips like that and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Guys, at the end of the day, they're still white supremacists.
Well, and you have to remember that all of this happened with Trump because of Barack Obama. We talked about this. Tucker Carlson was going hard at Barack Obama.
This was the early day. I'm trying to think of when his show. That was his.
Those are his Fox days.
What was it called? Crossfire. First he was on CNN, Ebro, on Crossfire. He when he was the bow-tied nerd fighting with the so-called Democrat, and the two of them would argue with each other. That was the beginning. That's what y'all are too young to remember. It wasn't that long ago that Tucker Carlson just was the Republican half of the Democrat and Republican show where they argued with each other like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, but of politics. And then he's gone further and further and further right, and now he's doing this weird grift where he made you go all the way to Trump, and now he's trying to come back and be like, nah, but I'm not Trump. I'm anti-Israel. That's my...
Now, does this file that's under that people have the right to change, like we said in the beginning with Academics and Kendrick?
If you want,
Academics is love for Kendrick and him flip-flopping to Drake now.
If that's what you choose to believe.
Well, so in 2023, Tucker Carlson, after leaving Fox News, interviewed Larry Sinclair. Sinclair alleged that he had a drug-fueled sexual encounters with Barack Obama in 1999.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
that story?
Yeah, of course I do.
The interview was widely criticized as ridiculous and embarrassing.
I remember it.
Even Elon Musk questioned the validities of the claim.
Everyone did. It was the most absurd claim of all time. It wasn't even remotely believable.
Tucker Carlson came after Barack and Michelle's marriage.
Yes.
Just as recently as 2025.
Oh.
Disparaging remarks about the Obama, calling it miserable, and describing Michelle Obama as a freak show. This is Tucker Carlson.
It's an interesting way to describe the first
Along
lady.
with her husband wrecking our society.
Oh. I saw an interesting video recently with Mehdi Hassan arguing with that other guy. You know the other guy who's Mehdi Hassan esque?
Kassim?
The dude who goes on a lot of places and argues anti-Israel, like he's very pro-Palestine. But
I don't know.
Anyways, I can't remember that guy's name. He does a lot of stuff. He goes on Piers Morgan, whatever. But Mehdi Hassan and him did a show together.
Okay.
And that guy said to Mehdi Hassan, and I wish I had the clip and could remember his name. If either of you could find it, it would be amazing. He said to him, he says to Mehdi, he's like, yeah, I see that you're like, you like don't like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. And he was like, why not? And Mehdi Hassan's like, because they're terrible. And just because they found themselves on the right side of the Israel-Palestine issue does not mean that they're people that we need to consider on the right side of everything, because they're not.
Right.
Right.
And it's crazy. You know, my dad used to have this phrase that may have lost him a job before. Israel firster. That was the phrase he gave to people who he viewed as seeing Israel ahead of everything else, including the U.S. But now these people like Tucker Carlson, they're almost becoming like anti-Israel firsters. Like that is their be-all, end-all issue. And there are people who will follow them only if you are on that issue on the same side as them.
Yes.
So because you're as angry as you are about the genocide, or you hate the Israeli government as much, whatever the reasoning is for you, you will give someone a pass for every other awful take they have as long as they hate Israel. That is not smart. Look how excited she is.
Give it to her.
Nah, give me the whole piece.
That's
right.
This is brand new. Like this is while I was at WrestleMania. Like I've seen her take bites of pizza since she was tiny. You know it's Natalie, so she's always doing that. But this, like, I can grab a piece of pizza and eat it.
Yeah.
This is brand fresh, brand new.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. I haven't seen her do it yet in person.
I love
Eat a
it.
piece of pizza.
That's a big deal.
No, she was so excited.
Now, you know, around my way, watch those crispy edges.
Oh, she didn't. I'm sure she didn't have it at the way end. You mean like the crust?
Or just any like little crispy, flaky.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm guessing that she made it.
I'm sure Mom was on point.
I think she
I'm
would've-
letting you know.
No.
Tried it
If I was doing
unsupervised.
it, I would only let her hit like the easy bites. There's another video I didn't put in though of Natalie ordered a sandwich the other day, and you know she'll always like hold the sandwich and let her like try to take a big bite of it, which is mostly. She doesn't get that much. It's mostly just for a hilarious visual.
Right.
But in this case, she just took the whole hoagie in both hands. It was the size of her head.
So you're confident she's related to you?
Yeah, it is very clear.
Watching these eating habits, you know whose child it is.
Yeah, both of ours. It is. We'll be mindful of. We'll be keeping an eye on this. But anyways, that was Maya's big talent.
That was great. That was a great little family update. What you got for Ken's? Anything?
I didn't. I know, because everything I have
No
is
death songs.
Too many kids.
Murder videos.
No.
Well, interestingly enough, after Issa did the Addams Family, I started thinking about, didn't Kenza have a thing with Wednesday?
Yeah, she loves Wednesday.
Her birthday was themed Wednesday this year.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I thought.
That's
and
how I
you
was
let
gonna-
her watch that show.
You know what?
Well, answer. This is a yes or no question.
Yes.
So,
Certain
you don't
episodes.
understand
Certain episodes.
why she's into death?
Great call.
Guys, so at some point, parents got to understand that what their kids are absorbing will affect their behavior. Like, we're not tying this together.
She loves the Wednesday cartoons. She loves it. She
So
walks
she's
around with it.
in love with a character that likes electrocuting her little brother, killing animals, and you were like, why is she like this?
I just didn't think that everything else was going to be death moving forward.
She's fine.
But it could. He's not wrong though, and I don't have any issue with any of it. But it could be partially why.
Well, no. I don't have an issue with it.
I think it's Ricardo. I think she catches Ricardo watching, like she's overhearing IG videos about disappearing politicians and crazed conspiracies.
Well, no,
like, who knows?
I think I go with E, all the above.
Right.
Wednesday is her favorite thing.
Loves Wednesday.
She's born on Halloween.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother is into the Day of the Dead.
That's right. Dia de los
And
Muertos.
likely her father is watching nonsense on Instagram. To me, all of this adds up. And I don't know why we were up here acting surprised.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we're acting brand new.
You played yourself.
The Ebro, Laura, Rosenberg Show.